We need you as our first female field agent.
Acquire information, build resistance.
Mon courage. Mon courage. Changes the course of the future.
What attracted me to the project is that this is a film about three real heroes in World War II, and they've never had a movie about them before. And it's about their heroism. You know, they're not the wife or the nurse in a World War II film. They're center stage, putting their lives on the line for freedom. And that's a story that hasn't been told before. So I wanted to make sure to tell it. Thank you for that question. So in terms of preparation, I met with a prosthesis specialist and learned about what it was like to wear one of these wooden legs in the early 40s. They were made for men, of course, interestingly enough. And so they never fit Virginia Hall, and she had blisters all the time, and she was and then as an actress, I would walk with the limp. It's kind of like, it was described to me as walking in ski boots. All the time, but I did not want to overplay it. And in fact, we cut certain things out of the movie if there was any hint of overplaying it. And the reason is Virginia Hall is a woman who did not let her disability get in the way of her job. And I spoke with her family, and her family said, you know, she didn't want anyone to know. Some people never even noticed it. So we just chose moments like the stairs or the Pyrenees so that you don't forget. But we didn't want that to be the defining thing you see when you're watching the movie. Yeah, so I read all the spy files that I got my hands on, Vera's, Noor's, and Virginia's. I also got access to CIA files. I spoke with friends of Vera Atkins in the UK. I had an SOE consultant. I spoke with family members here in the States. And then at the end of the day, you have to make a 2-hour movie, and you have to throw away some of the research. And that was kind of the hardest bit, is like letting go, because you could go down a rabbit hole for years. And because I am an actress, it was a lot of fun. I did a lot of readings with friends, and then they critique it, and they're like, cut the first 10 pages. And you're like, no, it took me so long to write the first 10 pages. Oh, it's so relevant because, you know, with the pandemic, more than ever, we're realizing we are all in this together. We live in a global world. And that I wanted to tell a story that included women from different nationalities and different religions who united to resist a common evil. You know, there were 39 female spies in F section of France. I could have chosen any 3, any 2, any 1. It was really important to me to choose women from different nationalities, to have this more global conversation about how our diversity is what can make us successful. Absolutely. So of the 3 films that I've kind of written and produced, they all have a couple things in common. I like to pick a commercial genre because my films have to make money so that my investors come back, so that I have a career and can make more films. So I always start with kind of a genre: sports film, Wall Street, spy. And then I look at that genre and I look at what women's stories haven't been told on the independent level. And I want to tell original stories too. Radhika is amazing. I mean, when people see this on Amazon, they're going to be just, because Radhika has so many fans, I don't need to tell you, but this is just a heartbreaking, honest performance. And I honestly don't think anyone can ever play the role again because she's so good. You know, I think they do affect the other. I'd certainly love to do a film where I had a bigger budget and a larger team of support. But I will say, you know, this is my 3rd time balancing those hats. And I'm learning as I go along. You know, the challenge is, for example, I have tons of investors in this film, right? Well, they all need to be updated. They've all invested in this movie. They all need to be part of the conversation. And then you need to balance the problems on set with, oh my gosh, I have to learn my lines. And so, you know, it can be schizophrenic at times, but I love it, and that's why I do it. Great question. I mean, I want to see more of the humanity. I'm interested in special effects and romance and glamour, just like the rest of them. I would love to see a James Bond movie, for example, where even more time is spent on the characters. You know, for example, with this movie, A Call to Spy, the thriller aspect isn't the car chase. It's will they or won't they survive? And I would argue that that's equally as compelling. So I'd just like to see more of that. I want to care about the characters in my spy films more. I know, I got asked that. I said Bridge of Spies before. I mean, I love Bridge of Spies. It's not female driven. It's just, it goes back to what I just said. It's complex. It's about different nationalities. It's about characters. Thrilling. And it's beautifully shot. Thank you.
Acquire information, build resistance.
Mon courage.